Yes.
Maverick Cook,
Yes.
Chetty Smith,
Yes.
Benny McCall, Judge Adams.
Yes. Second thing, public comment. Regina Hurst.
I work for the Letcher County Board of Education. I started there in July as the homeless liaison. And I help with all of our homeless children. And right now we have 350 homeless kids in Letcher County. Now, what you all may think of homeless, nowhere to go. I work with Sherry, but our definition is they don't have a permanent place to lay their head every night. So, and inadequate housing. But 350 in our county. I've had 2 in the high school. One was a senior. Back in August, had nowhere to go. One place to the next. There's nowhere in Letcher County. Shelter lots for these kids. But when we're sitting there working, trying to find someplace, and there's nowhere. Everybody says, I went to 2 officials within the county that for this one child. I mean, there's a place in Neon, Goose Creek. You have to be approved. Someone has to be there. Someone has to volunteer.
You need a
Can't
background
get-
check? Is that one of the things I told us to?
A background check was another one. I guess I've known people living in cars. Last week, it was either last week or the week before last, there was a 20-year-old living under a bridge at Mayking. I didn't know the severity of it until I started working for them. And now it hits home. When you see these kids and you deal with these kids daily, we buy food, I buy clothing. I mean, I try to help them in every way except I can't pay their bills.
Finding a place for them to stay has been our biggest challenge.
And that's, I mean,
It's a growing problem in the county too.
I think, well, in July I started out with 200 something,
Mm-hmm.
and now I have 350. And my point is, I mean, what about, and I'm not even talking about my kids, but what about the families? There's plenty that has slipped under the crack. We know of some that's slipping under the crack that don't have a place to go, or they're not, you know, or these elderly people that they don't have anywhere. We don't have anywhere. I was told by this one child, well, we didn't have nowhere to put him. We were going to try to put him up in a hotel, you know, but, well, you know, if I can't get nobody to volunteer at Goose Creek at that, then he's going to have to go to Pike for a hazard. Well, how fair is that to him?
It's not fair.
It's not.
No.
You're right. It's not. So, but he's fine now. We just say, you know, he's taken care of. He's got a place to stay. I follow up with him, and he's doing well.
But when the next child comes along
But
and
when
we
the
don't know
next
where to
child-
put them, we need to come up with some sort of plan.
It would seem like that we need like a county coalition to address these issues. That maybe volunteers that might would help these kids.
Exactly. Anything. I mean, I don't know I don't know what the funding, and I've tried to talk to Sherry. We've talked about it. I don't know grant-wise, funding-wise, if there could be like a central location that we could get to, I mean, a shelter. Usually a shelter is ran, it's from like 6 to 6, like 6 in the evening, 6 in the morning. I mean, just, you know, a background check, somebody to volunteer. I mean, people would, I could get people to volunteer if we had a place. But I'm not saying that place at Goose Creek is bad. I think it's great if it's open. But I would love to see a more central location if they needed to get to a store or grocery store or, I don't know. You don't, until you start working and seeing the numbers and what I mean, I don't know how many times my heart has poured out. Sherry, she knows.
Yeah. I've been the homeless liaison for the last 9 years. This has been the first year we've been able to hire someone else to do it through a grant that I wrote.
And I went, you know, they sent me to California in October. I mean, and it's just not, everybody said Eastern, it's all over there, you know.
It is. Yep.
I mean, but a lot of places, when I, you know, they have, you know, they have places to house them or to, you know, if it's just to get them back on their feet, if it's for a night or two, if somebody, if you didn't have any family, or if I didn't have my mom, if my house burnt down, where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? I don't have anywhere to go.
No.
You know, I know, you know, people right now that need a place to go, that they don't have electric right now. No electricity right now. I know at least 2 families. I can't pay their electric bill through my phone. But there's nowhere in Letcher County for these people to go. But we make sure they have, you know, we
can
make
help with
heaters
food
or,
and
I
clothing
mean,
and basic needs, but we can't do anything about their electricity or shelter.
I'm just, you know, if something drastic happens, they need somewhere to go.
Yeah. What if we try to put together like a committee or something that with you know, community involvement, and I think there's plenty of people, once they see the severity of what is actually going on with our kids, that will step up and help.
The kids, the elderly, you know, I mean, anybody.
Yeah.
We have so many kids that, and I didn't realize, that don't have family. I mean, this, you know, these 2 that I was talking about, that, I mean, yeah, he's 18, but you know what, he's still a kid. He's still a kid.
He's got to get through
And you-
school to
and
have a future.
And an example was to get him, when he had nowhere to go, we were trying to get him out of high school early. Sherry and I was trying to get him to graduate early so he can enlist. Now that's his option. Because he has, you know, and I was told you can't take him home. I would have took him home. And they had said you can't take every one of them home. You know, but anything like, I would love to be on a committee with this. I mean, people don't, I mean, my heart goes out for them. You know, I don't know if we could, I mean, I don't know what the, I don't know. I mean, I've been doing it, and Sherry's been doing it way longer than I have. And I don't know what the solution would be, or the money, the funding, but just to have something for these kids to go, or these families to go.
We need to do more along those lines. Why don't you come by the office and let's sit down and try to figure out maybe some people that would like to be on a committee or something for that, and we may can try to get some grants or
Oh, yeah,
something.
definitely. We'll be looking. I have been looking.
I figured she had been looking, you
Yeah.
know.
We'll try to do more on that.
I'll come by soon.
Yeah, just come by and we'll sit down and talk about it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Doris.
Home shelter again first started. I worked there a little while. People just don't understand how many people they are without a home. And it's a horrible, horrible thing. And if there's anything in the world that I can do anyway to help with this, I would be more than glad to do anything. Because it's such an evil thing. And we don't want to lose a single child.
Yeah, I think if the whole community works together, I think we could do better. I know we can do better. But we'll get together on that.
I'll come by.
Okay, thanks. Next thing on the agenda is committee reviews. Any committee reports? Sorry, I want to speak. Good afternoon, Harry.
Well, hello, Harry Collins. I appreciate it. Letcher County Broadband Board, good to see you all at your first regularly called fiscal court meeting. Reporting, first of all, Roland, one of our broadband board members is here tonight. We are having our first 2019 Letcher County Broadband Board meeting this coming Wednesday, 6 o'clock at the Campbell's Branch Community Center. We'd like to invite all of you to come and be with us. We have some visitors that are coming to talk with us about the shape of the build out, some possibilities of monies involved in that, and looking at funding of it. Roland and I are scheduled for February 7th in Moorhead to attend an ARC funding workshop for broadband. And we're going to go take a look at that, take a look at our options of applying for dollars through ARC. We're also looking into the new Farm Bill. USDA has came out with some major dollars for rural broadband development. So we're looking into taking advantage of that program as well. So we'd like to invite you to that meeting. While I'm up here, I also serve on the Letcher County Economic Development Committee, and a lot of the fiscal court will be attending a economic development workshop tomorrow by One East Kentucky in Prestonsburg, and we look forward to getting information on how we boost the economy of Letcher County. And Chetty Smith coming on to the broadband board, we talk often that part of that economic development has to be connectivity. So we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night, and we look forward to attending these workshops to provide a way up for Letcher County. Thank you. Any questions?
What time is that
Yes.
Saturday? What time?
Wednesday?
Yeah, what time?
6 o'clock. Anything else? If not, thank you.
We appreciate you.
That is open to the public.
Open to the public.
Open
Yeah.
to the public as well.
Any more committee reports? We'll go on to new business. Winston Meade, County Court Clerk.
Thank you all for having me. I want to ask you, let me present you a $17,000 check for partial payment on excess fees. Let me give you a quick overview. We took in $5,635,184.49. We gave the county, this is 18 now, we gave the county $283,685.97. We took in delinquent tax, $1,474,215.26. Gave the sheriff $63,305.12. County attorney, $114,009.60. So right there now we have $31,748.29 excess fees. Present you a check for $17,000. Pending the audit, we'll give you $14,748.29.
We appreciate all you can give us, Winston.
I'm not going to give it to you.
Yeah, give it to her.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Winston. Appreciate you. Next thing under new business is discussion of the Verdine School property. Randy Tackett.
I'm sorry I don't have a check.
Okay. Bring one next time.
I'll try. I just want to say congratulations to the new fiscal court. I think y'all be in for an interesting ride the next 4 years. I'm Randall Tackett. I represent Jenkins Independent School Systems, and I'm before you today to present a deed for your consideration. What we're asking for is that the county deed back certain properties that are owned by Jenkins Independent Schools, and I'll need to give you a little background. So this is somewhat of an unusual transaction because there's no money involved. But in 1969, the school systems all across the state could not borrow money. Schools cannot borrow money. They cannot mortgage your property. So one of the techniques to get around that, and this is all by statute, by law, was to deed the property to fiscal courts. And fiscal courts would in turn sell bonds to build schools. And the school would pay rent to fiscal court. They would turn around and pay the bonds off. So it all paid each other, took care of each other. That's how schools got built. That's how the Jenkins High School got built. That's how the Burdine grade school got improved. And eventually those schools formed finance corporations. You may know that Letcher County has one, and now Jenkins does. So people don't bring deeds, schools don't bring deeds to you all and say, here, let us park this property with you all and sell bonds on it. You don't have to do that anymore. They've come up with a new way of doing it. However, in the rush to get the money and sell the bonds, when the bonds got paid off, everybody forgot it. Well, we paid the debt off. You know, everybody's happy. Just like when you pay your mortgage off at your house, you don't think about the bank coming and releasing the mortgage up here. You paid it off, you're done. Well, unfortunately, you all own the property. You have the deed. You have the legal possession of the Jenkins school system. And so we need to get it back. So
Here's where the check comes.
Now we need that check.
So we will pay you all. We will pay you all exactly what you paid us when we deeded to you. And that was zero. Sorry, but I do have a deed, and I have run this by the county attorney. I have a deed here where you're reconveying back to Jenkins Independent School the Jenkins High School property and the Burdine Elementary property and the Mac Roberts property. So what I'd like you all to do is resolve to complete that transaction, also authorize your county judge to execute the deed, and we'll take care of recording and all that, so there won't be any charge incurred by the fiscal court.
Jamie, you have any comments on that?
Mr. Tackett and I have talked about this on a couple of occasions, and that's pretty much a very accurate summary of the situation. As far as we're concerned, I think to be perfectly safe, declare the property surplus, both to then give it to the Board of Education, and Mr. Evans authority to sign all the documents, subject to my review.
Was there any county roads or anything to any blocking anybody's property that goes across this property?
No,
Not that I'm aware
I'm thinking about it, no.
I know in behind the Burdine School up there, there's a drive that goes in there to some places. I didn't know if this was part of the property or not.
Well, this is just the tract is described exactly as the tract that Bethlehem deeded to the school. So it didn't change, and there's no road mentioned in the original deed.
You know where I'm talking about, Ben?
of. Yeah,
That's the road coming between the church and the school.
Yeah, then it circles back and goes in.
it circles around behind it,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's part of it. I believe it's just the plot that the school itself sits
I'm just
on.
worried about people being blocked out there.
Well,
Homes or anything.
no, it won't change anything
Okay.
like that. They pretty much maintain the same situation, from what I understand.
Okay.
Do we have a motion on that property?
I make a motion that we declare the property surplus and give the judge the authorization to go ahead and execute the deed.
I'll second that.
Any more discussion?
Maverick Cook,
Yes.
Chetty Smith,
Yes.
Benny McCall, Jack Banks,
Yes.
Sherry Sexton,
Yes.
Judge Adams.
Yes. Appreciate you.
I can tell you the deed now.
We'll let the county attorney look over it. And
Sure.
What's the McRoberts property, Randall? Being and I were just talking about it for a second. You
Yeah.
know where the,
It was, it's two separate tracks that make up the old elementary school.
if we don't have any, what is it right now? What is it right now?
Well,
We don't
I
know.
don't think we own that
No.
property anymore.
Oh.
Do we?
I thought that snowed it out, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the McRoberts property. You look, when you were looking to see if we'd ever,
yeah, I'll look at it and make sure.
Just can't believe that.
I think they'll wrap up there.
I just don't know where that property is exactly.
If it's their old school.
Mike Roberts grade school used to be, beside the Catholic church, so I'm assuming, is that right, man?
Mhm.
That's what I'm coming.
Ain't that the property?
that's the property.
L.
that-
Bright bought.
Yeah.
That we sold, right?
Yep. So that,
I think we sold that maybe 2 years ago.
Well, that happened several, few years back, actually.
Oh, yeah, more than that, yeah, over 4 years ago.
Yeah.
we probably need to revise that motion that,
We'll check that out and and see how it compares with this district.
Do you need me to amend that?
I'd say probably make another motion on that.
Yeah, subject to, us still owning the property that's outlined in the deeds.
Well, I make a motion that, subject to the outline of the deeds, with the McRoberts property, that we continue and give you the authority to execute the deed.
Do we have a second on that?
I'll second.
That's fine. We'll take a second look at that. If we need to straighten out the deed, we will, before we sign it.
Okay.
Chetty Smith,
Yeah.
Benny McCall,
Yes.
Jack Banks,
Yes.
Sherry Sexton,
Yes.
Maverick Cook,
Yes.
Judge Adams.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
That's all I have.
Third thing, we need court approval on my bond. Is that right, DJ?
Oh, no.
Court approval on the county judge's bond.
I'm sorry, what did
The
you-
bond. Do we need a court approval on that, setting my bond?
Yes.
Yeah, we were looking through that new elected officials training, and that was just one of the little bullets that had the fiscal court approach the county judge's bond,
It's
so.
already been,
Issued.
It's already been issued and all, it just needs court approval.
just need fiscal court to approve it.
I make that motion.
I'll second.
Maverick Cook,
Yes.
Chetty Smith,
Yes.
Benny McCall,
Yes.
Jack Banks,
Yes.
Sherry Sexton,
Yes.
Judge Adams.
Yes. Fourth thing on the agenda is the Whitco Loop Bridge, which was damaged in last year's flooding. And I put it on the agenda to discuss maybe bidding that project out to repair that bridge. And,
Did you have FEMA, they looked at that bridge, Terry, or?
we have applied for FEMA funds on that flood event, and all that paperwork's done, ain't it, DJ? And what I think we can do is go ahead and do the repairs on that bridge, and then hopefully FEMA will reimburse us for what we spent.
Just answered about 100 people's questions. That's what we all here for.
Yeah.
Trying to fix the bridge.
Yeah, I knew we had quite a few from Whitco, so I know you're all interested in.
Something that bothered me and some older people, we had one about with the river, it's hard to make that turn down there.
Yeah.
Just cross that little bridge, and just kind of worried me about, especially my neighbor Frank Curry. He had a little problem, going out through there, and he's back and driving, and he kind of worried me a little bit. But I told him that I'd come. He's having another operation in Tennessee right now, but I told him I'd come and try to find out what's going to go on there.
Yeah, I think we've got enough money right now to to take bids on that, maybe do those repairs. And I know the other bridge there, the Orchard Road Bridge, I think it's scheduled to be replaced. So that will have that bridge down too, and hopefully we can get the Whitcomb Loop Bridge done
So
before.
are we gonna be down 2 bridges, or y'all gonna try to time it where?
We're gonna
y'all one lane now?
The Orchard Bridge is actually on the state list for replacement, I think.
Yeah,
ain't it?
yeah, it's on the state list to be replaced, and that was the concern, is getting the Whitcomb Loop Bridge fixed before that other bridge repair come about.
Is there a time frame that we can look at?
We'll have to advertise for bids, and then, how long is that, DJ?
Well, if you can just go ahead and call me and figure out when you want your bids to come in and call special call meeting for that. Will they need a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, just, you gotta get the ad together.
Yeah.
Kind of get what you want.
What your specifications are. And put that in your notice, and put in the notice as well, when you're gonna set that day to have a special call meeting to open the bids.
To open the bids, yeah. So I think all we need to do tonight is just vote that we advertise for bids for that bridge.
Yeah. And then see what you get. You know, looking at that one.
You need a motion. I can make a motion that you put
I'll
out an
second.
advertisement for bids for the Fiscal Loop Bridge.
Yes,
Repair.
repair. Need a second?
I'll second.
Sherry Sexton.
Yes.
Maverick Cook.
Yes.
Judy Smith.
Yes.
Benny McCall. Jack Banks.
Yes.
Judge Adams.
Yes. And we will get that just as fast as we can get it done. We just have a timeline about the bids, and then hopefully whoever the contractor is that gets them, they can go ahead and get started on that for you.
Terry, what about the junk down through there? Can you do anything about it?
That's probably a different issue though. We are current. Yeah, we're looking into that right now. But we'll try to get that bridge fixed just as soon as possible. Next thing on the agenda, the county law library.
Yeah, we're gonna pass that. I asked the judge to put that on the agenda, and I've looked far into it, and I don't think we need to address that.
What, Jamie? I couldn't hear.
I asked Terry to put that on the agenda, and we're just gonna pass, we'll address it another time.
So, not table tonight?
Yeah.
Terry, thank you all for all that you all have done. I know we kind of inherited that bridge problem
Yeah.
from the very first day, and I appreciate you and Jason and everybody that's worked hard on it, DJ. I appreciate you all for doing this. I know the people
Yeah.
of Whitcomb.
Thanks.
Thank you, Terry.
You're welcome. Next thing is a resolution supporting the month of January being Radon Action Month. Jamie, you care to read that?
Whereas radon is a colorless, odorless, naturally occurring radioactive gas that threatens the health of our citizens. And whereas radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer deaths in the United States and the number one cause among non-smokers. And whereas 1 in 15 homes across the United States has an elevated radon level. And whereas elevated levels have been found in every county in Kentucky. And whereas testing for radon is simple, inexpensive, and when identified, the problem can be fixed. And whereas the Letcher County Health Department, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, and the Kentucky Radon Program are supporting efforts to encourage Letcher County residents to test their homes for radon by providing free radon test kits at the Letcher County Health Department. Now therefore, I, Terry Adams, Judge Executive of Letcher County, Kentucky, do hereby proclaim January of 2009 official Radon Action Month in Letcher County, Kentucky.
You need a motion?
We need a motion on
I
that.
make a motion to accept that.
I'll second.
Maverick Cook,
Yes.
Sherry Sexton,
Yes.
Jack Banks,
Yes.
Chad Smith,
Yes.
Kenny McCall.
Yes.
Judge Owens.
Yes. And if anyone out there wants the kit to test for radon, go by the health department and pick one of those up. Number 7 is discussion of the heat pump in the county judge's office. That heat pump in there recently went down last week, and it's kind of cool in there today. I just want to make the court aware of that, and we'll get a couple quotes on that heat pump, and we'll try to get that thing replaced in there. Do we need a motion or anything on that, Jamie?
Essentially, and we don't envision any way that it being more than $20,000 expense. So when we purchase things that are less than $20,000, there's small purchase procedures in our administrative code, so we go by that, we get three quotes and work out the best one, get it right.
I just want to make the court aware of that it is down, and
Judge, can I ask you on the circuit judge's office, where are we at on the heating and cooling up there?
Breeding's Plumbing and Electric they have been working to put that heat pump back together, and hopefully they'll have it done pretty soon.
Okay.
It's a big project.
Yeah.
I went up there and looked, and there's a lot of parts scattered out up there. So they're trying to put it back together, and I told them to get that just soon as possible. There's a lot scattered out. Now we go to the treasurer's report. DJ?
Okay, this is your treasurer's report for through December 31st. Starting with the general fund, we have a beginning balance of $513,860.55. We received revenue of $295,262.38. For total revenue of $809,122.93. We dispersed $244,986.44 for an ending cash balance of $564,136.49. We're holding within the general fund for the Kentucky ASAP grant, $19,698.50. And just got our check for 2019 from the state for the litter abatement grant that we'll start spending down when the weather warms up. So we have $40,053.29 to spend for 2019. In the road and bridge fund, we had beginning balance of $940,951.63. We received $351.34 in revenue, dispersed $131,157.12 for an ending cash balance of $810,145.85. In the jail fund, we have a beginning cash balance of $95,689.35. Received revenue of $43,730.10. Transferred in $50,000 from the LGEA fund. We dispersed $95,348.54 for an ending cash balance of $94,070.91. In the LGEA fund, we have a beginning cash balance of $743,380.93. We received revenue of $20,558.41. Dispersed $45,750.98. Transferred out $50,000 to the jail fund. Had an ending cash balance of $668,188.36. In the senior citizens fund, we had a beginning cash balance of $227.88. Received revenue of 8 cents. No disbursements. Ending cash balance, $227.96. In the forestry fund, we have beginning balance of $20,111.99. We received no revenue and had no disbursements. So the cash balance ending $20,111.99. In the Letcher County Public Courthouse Corporation Funded Depreciation Reserve Account, we have beginning balance of $28,208.87. We received revenue of $2,570.78. Had no disbursements, so the ending cash balance is $30,779.65. In the Letcher County Public Courthouse Corporation Debt Service Account, we have a beginning balance of $283,303.61. Received revenue of $108.27. Had no disbursements, so the ending cash balance is $283,411.88. And you'll see on your docket for tonight, we had to pay the courthouse payment, $247,000. So that'll come directly out of that debt service account for the month of January. The next page is your ending cash balances. The next page is the report for the month for the jail commissary fund. And the following two pages is the monthly reports for sanitation department and the recreation center.
Any questions on the treasurer's report?
I make a motion we accept the treasurer's report.
I see.
Call the roll, Bob.
Sherry Sexton,
Yes.
Maverick Cook,
Yes.
Teddy Smith,
Yes.
Benny McCall, Jack Banks,
Yes.
Judge Adams.
Yes. Do transfers.
Okay. We have 13 transfers. Transfer out of 01-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $4,657.71 to 01-5015-307 Sheriff's Audit. Transfer out of 01-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $11,621.11 to 01-5015-445 Sheriff's Supplies. Transfer out of 01-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $1,000 to 01-5025-599 miscellaneous. Transfer out of 01-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $61,386.42 to 01-9100-307 audit services. Transfer out of 03-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $500 to 03-5101-336 equipment repairs. Transfer out of 03-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $500 to 03-5101-481 uniform. Transfer out of 04-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $500 to 04-5020-308 coroner expenses. Transfer out of 04-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $500 to 04-5135-420 civil defense expenses. Transfer out of 04-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $500 to 04-5135-420 civil defense expenses. Transfer out of 04-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $2,000 to 04-5330-344 autopsy transfers. Transfer out of 04-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $30,000 to 04-5405-161 recreation center staff. Transfer out of 04-9200-999, reserved for transfers, $75,000 to 01-7100-606 recreation center interest. And transfer $50,000 from the LGEA fund to the jail fund.
Have a motion on the transfer.
I make
Second.
Teddy Smith,
Yes.
Kenny McCall,
Yes.
Jack Banks,
Yes.
Sherry Sexton, Maverick Cook,
Yes.
Judge Adams.
Yes. Thanks, DJ.
Thank you. I got one thing to add to your all's bills for tonight. That's kind of my fault. Jessica brought these bills in to me instead of Virginia, and I didn't realize it at the time. I was knee deep in FEMA last week. So I just typed up that separate, so approve these tourism bills in addition to whatever the rest you've got in your packet.
We'll submit bills for payment. Y'all look over the bills. Any questions? Have a motion to pay the bills.
I make a motion to pay them.
That's with the addition of the tourism bills that DJ just gave us.
That's it. That's it.
Call the roll.
Kenny McCall, Jack Banks,
Yes.
Maverick Cook,
Yes.
Sherry Sexton, Teddy Smith,
Yes.
Judge Adams.
Yes. We'll move on now to old business. Anybody got any old business to discuss? I have one thing on the 2% pay increase that we voted for the employees. Just want to make a clarification on that all new hires did not get that pay increase. That was just for the employees that was currently already employed by the county. So the new hires start out they weren't eligible for that increase according to our personnel policy. So I just want to clarify that.
That wasn't about no how we.
It really wasn't specified. So. But the new hires do not get that pay increase at this time. Any other old business?
Did we have a lot of new hires? I mean, I guess.
Some of the administrative staff and some of
Yeah,
the jail employees
okay.
was new hires. Any other old business? Motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
I said.
Call the roll back.
Sherry Sexton, Maverick Cook,
Yes.
Teddy Smith,
Yes.
Kenny McCall, Jack Banks,
Yes.
Judge Adams.
Yes. We appreciate y'all coming out.
You're watching LCG TV, the Letcher County Government Channel, serving Fleming Neon, Verdine, Cal, Premium, and Kings Creek, keeping you informed and local government transparent. The Letcher County Government Channel.
Eastern Kentucky artisans are some of the most skilled in the country.